All right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. I missed the Bible study this morning because I chose to sleep and let God decide when He's waking me up. And so He didn't wake me up in time to make the Bible study. So I'm just going straight to the service. And it is freezing, but the heat is sort of working, but it takes it a while to warm up. And I don't warm it up because it just wastes gas. So it'll take a while before I'm in relax mode. In fact, I think I might want to put my gloves on. Hang on a second. La 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 la. Oh yeah, baby. I'm real excited today because I'm starting to feel like God is giving me the green light on not worrying about the gay thing. Like, if He takes it away, He takes it away. If He leaves it, He leaves it. That's where I'm at with that, and I'm getting a really good sense about it, like really a peaceful relief in my spirit. Like I don't have to strive to please Him. I feel like baby, you please me, honey. So I'm all about that. Yeah, baby. So I notice I'm going the wrong way. So I'm gonna be a little later. You can go both ways, but hello. So I'll just be a little late, which is fine because I'm already late, and I'll still make it before the service starts. So don't you worry. Now, I'm not up to date on my Bible stuff. I'm sorry, babies. I'm too busy just obeying God. And we didn't crack open the book. I was doing a lot of listening to this argument between two Christians. Oh my, who would have thought? People, we need to get it together. People don't need to see Christians arguing over minutia, okay? It's not a good look. It really isn't. So I kind of hung in there longer than maybe I needed to, but I wanted to see if the situation was going to get somewhere. But it really didn't. The two were dug in, and it was like, I don't know how useful that is, right? You know, I think it's useful to engage in, a disagreement like that, as long as your attitude is to kind of come away with, I want to understand this other position better, as opposed to, I'm just going to do everything to discredit your position. It's just kind of ugliness, right? It's just like, even like mentioning it, it's just making me not feel good. So what they were arguing about was this guy. They're both pastors. One's last name is Stanley, and he wrote a book called Irresistible. Can't remember his first name. I think it might have been Andy Stanley, and I don't know the other guy's name. But the other guy was a typical Bible worshiper, and what he took offense at was that Andy was not worshiping the Bible the same way he was. And it basically, Andy's basic point is that we would be nowhere as Christians if it wasn't for the resurrection of Jesus. And that being the case, he's saying that's all we should really be concerned about and not be worried about the Bible, especially the Old Testament. So I get his point, and you would think I would. This is kind of interesting to me. You would think I would be more aligned with his point, but I'm actually more aligned with the Bible worshiper, which is like, hello, what? Talk about paradoxes, right? And the reason is this. The Bible worshiper was saying there's no context of understanding Jesus and his resurrection without the setup of the Old Testament, that being the law and the prophets. And I get that. That makes sense to me. It's just like, if you didn't have, the culture that Jesus grew up in, and in a lot of ways challenged in some ways and supported in other ways, then you wouldn't have the context of understanding when people would be saying, oh yeah, this teacher, Jesus, yeah, we've seen him. And people would be like, yeah, but wasn't he killed? And you wouldn't be able to talk about the Old Testament prophesying a Messiah and that type of thing. So in that sense, I understand the Bible worshippers' consternation. And similarly, I don't get Stanley's, I hope I'm getting his name right. The book is called Irresistible, if you want to check it out. I don't get his approach that he thinks you're going to win more converts by just talking about the resurrection of Jesus. Because to me, you got to put that in some kind of context. Now, in a way, I understand. This is really hard to kind of wrap my head around. In a way, I kind of understand it, because that is kind of my, if you notice, I do a lot of bashing of the Old Testament. And there's some great stuff in there too, don't get me wrong. And I do focus more on the Spirit of God in us as our guiding light and presence and power and motivation and meaning. Yeah, and none of that, there's no possibility of that without the resurrection. Yeah. So it's really kind of too bad that it was, it was really kind of ugly, like I said. So I think it would be better, if it was kind of presented just like I presented it to you just now. You're kind of seeing why people are saying what they're saying. And you kind of, just let it be that. It doesn't have to be, I'm against you, who wins the debate. It's so old school. Just, please, spare me, sweethearts, spare me. So yeah, that's it, baby. So I don't have anything else to say except enjoy the day. If there's an opportunity for you to try something different and allow Jesus to influence you in some way. Open yourself up to that opportunity and watch what happens. See you next time.